What if you could take that repair plan, run it through a system that would show you all of the potentially missed non-included operations? Well, it's here. And today we are talking about it. We are talking about the bot tool. That's right. Check it out.
Welcome to Body Bangin', your podcast for all things body. Auto body, that is. And now, introducing Body Bangin's host, Mickey Woods of Mickey Woods Marketing. Mickey is a former auto collision center owner and is now a marketing and business development expert to shops across the globe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of the Body Bangin' Podcast. As you know, we are talking with people from the Southeast Collision Conference. And thanks to our sponsor from the Southeast Collision Conference that makes this all possible, which is Lombard Equipment. They sell new and refurbished equipment from Miami to Maine. They've got 5-star reviews, great customer service. If you're looking to get equipment, do some research online and call them. Talk to somebody before you do any purchasing. This is a big investment. So reach out to Lombard Equipment. Now, on today's episode, we are talking with Scott Ayers with the bot tool that you might not know about. So we're going to chat with him today. Hi, Scott.
Hello.
Hi. So Scott and Danny Gredinberg and Scott did a presentation at the Southeast Collision Conference titled Write Your Strongest Sheet. So if you want to go back, I'll put a link in the notes. Danny, in episode number 7, talked about how you can utilize the DEG to write your strongest sheet and what the DEG is. And then Scott also spoke with Danny about using the bot tool. So tell us, BOT, what does that stand for?
BOT stands for Blueprint Optimization Tool.
Okay. And I love the little logo you've got there. If you guys are watching this, it's a really cool logo. Yeah. There you go. Yes.
Reversed on my camera. So.
Yeah, there you go. So tell us, Scott, when we're talking about like write your strongest sheet, obviously people are not wanting to miss things, making sure proper labor types, labor rates, parts, all of that kind of stuff. And I know the DEG helps with that piece of it. So what does the bot tool look like?
Well, the bot tool is a software program that we've designed to identify the not included operations that are often overlooked. These operations that we're performing every day in the repair process. So, and these items are things that you can get paid for because they are not included with particular repair processes in the estimating system. So it follows along with the Motor Guide to Estimating P pages as well as some OEM repair documentation.
Okay. So, so you guys know Scott's he grew up in the industry. So he actually used to work for a shop, and then SCRS came and scooped him up a few years ago. And he's been working solely with the bot tool. So the bot tool itself has been out for like about 3 years. Is that what you think?
Yeah, I would say about 3 years. Yeah.
And how many shops do you think are utilizing this tool right now?
If I remember correctly, I'd say we have close to 300, if not 300 shops now using it.
Okay, great.
Don't quote me 100% on that.
Yeah.
It's been a little while since I've looked at the subscription sheet, but we are pretty close to that number.
Okay. So, and that's a good sign because and I know you beta tested it. There was a lot of beta testing and you were actually one of the pioneers of that. So you really got well versed with it. So when were you a tech when you were utilizing this tool, or were you an estimator?
I was a blueprint repair planner.
Blueprint repair planner. Okay. So then what made you fall in love with this tool versus potentially something else you could have used?
I think the ease of use of it was one of the good things about it, plus the fact that it allowed me to reassess the repair plan that I was writing. And if I found some not included operations that would go along with it, I could go back and take another look at the vehicle or go back and readdress it with the technician and say, hey, do you think this works? So it helped me to create a more accurate and thorough repair plan.
Okay. So walk me through. We talked about even doing a potential like walkthrough on the podcast. So maybe later, because these are shorter episodes, we can do like a full walkthrough. So what does it look like? Walk me through what either a blueprint or an estimate or whatever. How would they utilize that? What does that look like?
Basically, you would write your sheet.
Okay.
Go through, and then you let the bot tool analyze the estimate that you've written.
Okay.
And then it kind of pulls up a roadmap of these not included operations that are found in the motor guide to estimating, for you to be able to select that you believe applies to the repair plan that you're writing. So you create a little work file of these not included operations that you select, that the bot tool presents you, and then you can then transfer them from the work file into CCC1. So where they go from the work file into CCC is under each individual category that they should line up with. Like if you were replacing a front bumper and you were selecting some not included operations that go along with that, all those operations you select from the bot tool will go into that front bumper category in the estimate. So that way it continues to let the estimate look organic, and you're not building a giant list of miscellaneous operations.
Right. Okay. So does it integrate directly with the management system that you're using, or do you have to export your estimate?
The estimate from CCC gets exported, EMS exported into the bot, and that's how the bot analyzes it.
Okay. So, and I'm trying to picture it like I'm sure everybody on the call is watching, listening. Okay, so we're exporting it over. It can read through. It recognizes potentially some missed operations, whatnot, can let you know about those so that you then go check with your technicians, relook at the vehicle, whatever, to assess what of those you missed.
Correct.
Awesome. So how much, and we didn't talk about questions ahead of time, so Scott's going to be fielding this on the fly, but how much do you think, like percentage wise, dollar amount wise, is being missed on average that the bot tool helps shops recover, recoup, identify, because there's a safety issue with potentially, missing things that should be done? What are we looking at here?
Well, it also depends on the estimate. So you can't really give an average amount of dollars because every estimate is different and every shop operates differently. But it can significantly increase a consistency across all your estimates as far as that goes when you're including these not included operations. So, the dollar amounts and everything, they vary as it goes. So there's really no saying what an average is, but the bot can present you with a bunch of missed opportunities, up to 200 opportunities per estimate that you potentially could choose from, even more. There are, I believe, around 1,500 parts codes available through the bot. So
wow. So do you think, shops that aren't using this right now potentially are not finding some of these things? They do their own research, whatever that looks like for them. They may find a few, but this then allows you to find as many as possible, as easily as possible. That's the goal, I would imagine.
Correct.
So this helps you then get paid as a shop. And then also, I would assume, helps you make sure that you're doing the job properly and not missing things. I would imagine there's a safety component to this as well.
Yeah, there can be, like I said, because it does help you reassess what you're looking at on the vehicle when you're creating the repair plan. So it prompts you basically to ask questions of, am I making sure I've captured everything I need to capture to have a complete, thorough repair plan for a safe repair on that vehicle?
This is so cool. Now I know why SCRS was so excited to be talking about this and sharing it. SCRS is really coming out with some incredible things. So we've got the DEG that potentially can help you. And again, go watch episode number 70, links below. The DEG is helping you find if your management system is missing something, there's something that's incorrect, whether it be price, operation, whatever. And now couple that with, and the DG is a free resource. Now, couple that with the bot tool. Now, the bot tool allows you to find missed non-included operations.
Correct.
So now between the two, you can have a much more robust, complete, I hate to use the word estimate, but
Yeah.
right, repair plan, we can call it.
Right. I think repair plan is probably a better word for it, because in the shops, we're not writing an estimate. We're writing a plan to repair the vehicle. So it's a blueprint, a map of what exactly we need to do to make sure the vehicle's fixed. Yeah.
100%. So when it comes to the bot tool, is there like a subscription fee, a membership fee? What, if you don't want to give dollar numbers, you don't have to, but what does that look like financially for shops?
Yeah, there's a subscription fee. As far as that goes, it's on a monthly basis. SCRS members do get a discounted price for any SCRS members that are watching the podcast, so they know that. And it's not a very nominal fee. It's truly inexpensive, and typically, writing 1 to 2 estimates using the bot, you've already covered your monthly costs on
That's what I was thinking.
Subscription. So
That's incredible. Okay, so for people that are interested, I'm going to put a link. Scott had sent me a couple of videos that they have walking you through what the system looks like. Now, what does the support on the tool? How is that your job, Scott, with bot, is to assist shops if they're having troubles with it? What does the support look like after the sale, basically, after they've purchased it?
Yeah, so I'm available to the shops anytime they need any support, training, or anything like that. We also have a support line through the IT department that can take care of any technical issues. But I can play middleman in that role and get the shops in the right direction as far as what their needs may be for any technical or issues they may have.
Right. Well, and I know a lot of shops are like, oh my gosh, something else I got to learn. What is the learning curve on this?
There's not really a big learning curve on it at all. I mean, as long as you know how to click a mouse and click a few keystrokes and you're knowledgeable of the repair process, really there's no learning curve as far as that goes. And it does kind of help newer estimators or repair planners to learn the repair process as well. So because they're going to see these not included operations that the bot has available and presents to them, and then they'll ask questions about it, and then they'll start to learn more and more about the repair process and the repair planning process in the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, knowing that, we're supposed to be checking repair procedures from the manufacturer every time you repair a vehicle. How often then is the bot tool updating?
That's a question I really don't know. That's more technical from the IT department.
Right.
I don't get involved in what they're doing that much as far as updates and things, but it does update as far as I know pretty regularly to make sure that it's running smoothly and everything else. So
I would imagine to make sure it's caught up with any, because you never know when the manufacturer wants to make a change, or something like that.
So we're not really tied too much in with the manufacturers at the moment. That's still something that's in development. We do have some OEM repair procedures or operations that will tie into some OEM repair procedures for like BMW, Audi, and Honda, a few manufacturers so far. Tesla, I believe, is in there. But again, and we're adding more and more to this all the time. It's always constantly in development.
Right.
So like I said, we're not tied to the manufacturers as far as what they do. It's more or less what we've researched and found from the Motor Guide P pages and some of the OEM repair procedures that we've seen on a daily basis.
Yeah.
More or less to bring us to that point to where we have these often overlooked operations that the bot can present.
Right. Well, I think it's awesome. If somebody's interested and wants to check it out and see if it might be right for their shop, are you the person to contact to ask some additional questions?
Yeah, they can get in touch with me. They can also get in touch with me through the SCRS website.
Okay.
I think it's SCRS /bot or SCRS bot. I can't remember what the
I'll put the link. I'll put the link below. Yeah.
So they can get in touch with me there. There's a form to fill out for a demo request.
Oh, okay, cool. Or they can email you then directly if they're
Correct,
more comfortable with that. Okay, and I've
Yep.
got your email, so I'll put that below also. Okay, awesome. Did I miss anything? Is there anything else you feel like you want to share before we wrap up?
Well, as far as like updates, like you were saying, we do have a new reporting system for the bot coming out soon.
Okay,
I believe it's within the next month or two.
okay.
And it's going to dive more in depth to what you're utilizing the bot, the percentage of use of the bot between estimators. You can also look specifically at a single estimator that's using it in the shop, and find out what they're using. And it's going to go into a little more detail about labor hours as far as which operations, whether they be refinish, body, or mechanical labor from there. Going into the bot. So it's definitely a more sophisticated reporting system. I've only seen it once so far since they've kind of put it together, but I'm excited to see it in action once I get to start using it a little bit when it comes out. And, hopefully the shops will appreciate it. And I think they will, because like I said, it's a lot more sophisticated and it dives a little deeper into the utilization of the bot.
Yeah, I would be very interested to know. I mean, I'm a former shop owner and I love that kind of stuff of who's using what are we getting from this?
Right.
Where are there a lot of holes where, I think any data, and there are shop owners that are like, yeah, whatever, just use it.
Yeah.
And then there are other shop owners that are like, I want all the data, I want all the facts, and then there's people in between. So I think having that option for them will be incredible.
Yeah, because this will show you the amount of operations that the bot presented when it analyzed the estimate.
Yeah.
And it will show you how many estimates were, or how many added operations were used from the bot in that particular estimate. Yeah. So it does do a pretty good job, and it is pretty detailed. So, and it also shows you like total amounts that you applied from using those added operations and everything as well too. So
wow, that's incredible. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it when it rolls out too. It's neat to see that this is a constant evolution. I mean, I know it's been around for a few years, and I'm sure it's been evolving throughout that time.
Yes,
and
definitely.
As you brought on more users, you're able to get more feedback to make it to be better, more efficient, all that kind of fun stuff. So I think this is where the industry's heading. It's almost, we're talking about artificial intelligence. We're hearing about AI everywhere. And this is a bit of moving in that direction, it feels like, where we're starting to get more intelligent on the shop side, which is really cool. We're not getting rid of our blueprinters and estimators, though. They still have to be there to manage and watch it, right?
Right. I definitely feel there's a strong need to keep the human element involved in the whole repair planning process, because, even as intelligent as AI can get, there's still probably a lot of things that it will miss, I believe. So,
yeah, I agree.
And that's something where a manual interest will come into play, because a human will be able to pick up and catch on a lot more of that finer detail than I think AI will, at least at the moment, and probably for the near future.
Yeah, I agree. It's exciting, though, that we're moving in a direction that's more advanced, and these types of things help versus pouring over people. It's like, who's got the time? All shops right now are so slammed busy that a tool like this that can help put everything into one place where they can easily sort through it, see what they're missing. I mean, it really, although it takes some time to use the tool, it then allows you to have so much more of a robust repair plan, which is so beneficial in so many ways. So really exciting, really cool. I didn't look at this much, you guys. For everybody listening, Scott sent me information. I started to watch, and I thought, I want to be fresh and learn about this with you on this call. So I hope you're as excited as I am. I definitely recommend reach out to Scott, at least do a demo, see if this is something you want to implement in your shop. Give it a whirl. Imagine what this could do for you, especially with this upcoming reporting. You guys will be able to see all the things you potentially had been missing before. Wow. Really neat.
Right. And the nice thing about using the bot is that it does help speed up the process a little bit too on top of that. So,
Yeah.
And for everybody, and as everybody knows, time is money. So if you can speed up the process a little bit and still be accurate,
Yes.
that definitely equates to more in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, Scott, for coming on. I appreciate you squeezing me in last minute. And I know you're a busy guy.
No problem. Yeah, well, I stay pretty busy. So, it's nice to get the word out there. So I appreciate what you're doing and helping us out, get the word out there about the bot. So,
yeah, for sure. So if you're watching, make sure that you take a look at the description. The website's there. Scott's email is there. A couple videos are there. So check it out, get your information, potentially try this in your shop, and write down in the comments below if you're using this. What are the benefits of it? Or if you're excited and want to check it out, share with us that too. And thanks again to Lombard Equipment for being the sponsor of this Southeast Collision Conference series that we're doing. Remember, if you need equipment, you know who to call, and their link is also in the description. So we will see you all next time. Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We have some incredible topics and guests coming your way you will not want to miss. If you are watching on YouTube and don't want to miss the latest and greatest, you'll want to hit the bell after subscribing, so you will get a pop-up each time a video podcast goes live. To our devoted fans, would you mind paying it forward and sharing this little gem with someone else you think may benefit from it? Much love from all of us here at Body Bangin', all things auto body.